Hi everyone, welcome back to Form of Therapy. Today I'm going to be reacting to NCT Dreams Beat It Up. I'm your host today, Jaehook PD, and guys, I am looking forward to Beat It Up. I'll explain why after the reaction, because we'll see if my expectations were fulfilled. Let's go ahead and check it out.
Show you why we beat it up. Show you why we beat it up. Show you why we beat it up. 무섭다운 우린 challenger. Yeah, I already know how we beat it up. 덤벼 누가 됐든 간 bring it on. 다음 stage 향해 빨리 giddy up. Wanna game, wanna play, staying not enough. Mic that I chop like it's MMA. 맨손에다 맨발 no pepper spray. 흔들려도 유지해 내 poker face. 허리에 굴린 벨트에 무게를 던져.
The repetition of this reminds me of the one tambourine hip hop track. Oh my god, Eunjun, holy moly.
Show you how we beat it up. Show you how we beat it up. Show you how we beat it up. 부수다운 벽 우린 challenger. 빼어난 type 안 쓰러져 stand strong. 가시밭길을 걸어도 여전히 handsome. 알다시피 내가 되면 그곳은 대소. 아마 나의 템포 따라오는 게 최소. 시작 in and out. Bump up down. Get up down. 일으켜 make it go. Beat it up another round. It's easy to say, it's harder to do. It's harder to do now. 적당히를 넘어야 show up. 한 개보다 한 수 over and over. 더 이상 줄 수 없어 time. 마지막 손을 뻗어 bounce for me, bounce for me. Hello my future. Bounce on it. Time travel, Tom Sawyer. That's okay. 아직도 우리 so young.
Travel Tom Sawyer. Interesting lyric.
Show you how we beat it up. Show you how we beat it up. Show you how we beat it up. 부서다운 벽 우린 challenger.
Ooh, there we go. There we go.
Frame so 감은 주인공의 story. Lost memory 다 젖혀 있어 can't feel it. 왼손 발 손을 본 머릿속 비우고 승리에 오는 속. I think I hit it clean. Show you how we beat it up. Show you how we beat it up. Show you how we beat it up. 끌어올려 본 우린 challenger. Show you how we beat it up. Show you how we beat it up. Show you how we beat it up. 부서다운 벽 우린 challenger.
Yeah. Okay. First impressions. I dig it. I dig it a lot. To what extent? I definitely need a second watch through. So going forward, I'm having a new sort of mentality as I go into my reactions, because obviously I'm reacting to this a little bit later than usual since its release. But a lot of that has to do with K-pop being oversaturated these days, that sometimes I get a little burnt out on groups. I thought NCT Dream had an amazing run last year. I loved the two albums they released last year in 2024. And then they had their Back to the Future album. When they had their when that was previously coming out, I was thinking that already? They had two albums last year. One of them was damn nearly a studio album. and they're coming back again already. And then Beat It Up happened. And I was like, again? Oh my goodness. It felt like a lot of comebacks after comebacks with really tight scheduling, especially with Haechan's solo debut not too long ago. And Mark had his solo debut this year. And I was like, I'm a little burnt out. But it's not because NCT Dream is having too many comebacks that I was a little burnt out. You know what it is? Back to the Future was too SM for me. It was too SM. Like, I enjoyed Back to the Future, and I think there's a very heavy difference between being in love with something and really, really enjoying something and enjoying the art, but then it's kind of like a one-time hit and it's like a one-time deal. I really enjoyed their Back to the Future promotions at the time, but I never went back to it. But I do still find myself constantly going back to their Dream Escape album, constantly listening to I Hate Fruits, constantly listen to I Can't Feel Anything. Like, it felt like, last year were such classics. And I don't feel myself pulled back to any of the Back to the Future stuff. And it took some time, and I was like, I'm not burnt out. I just didn't like it as much because it was so very SM. And I thought I enjoyed it more than I did because I thought there were certain moments in the songs and certain particular parts, especially with Taemin, that he really, really, really carried. That I loved it for that. But I think Beat It Up. So going forward, I'm gonna try and actually be a little bit more stricter about, like, yeah, a comeback can be good, but what's the longevity of a concept like this? What's the longevity of, like, me coming back to an album like this? Is it worth it? And I like Beat It Up. I don't know how the album's gonna play out, and I'll be honest, I have some trepidation about the album art. It's a giant monster truck that is exploding. But yeah, when Beat It Up was announced and it was coming up and I knew I had to film it, I was a little bit worried. And then one of my audience members on Patreon told me too. They were like, hey, I was actually a little bit burned out from the Back to the Future promotion, but I think Beat It Up is way better. I also think it's going to be something you love. And so I came into this with that sort of knowledge, and they're right. I do like the core sort of tie to hip hop, which is very, very much a me thing. Love the repetition of the beat it up, beat it up, beat it up, that hook. It reminds me of I always forget the artist, but there's a very famous song that's used a lot in, like, dancing communities, especially breakdancing communities, called Tambourine. If you watched Boys to Planet this past year, they also used it during one of their performances. Kind of reminds me of the repetitiousness of that song, the hook of that. So that's something that stood out to me. Something that also stood out to me, I felt like, once again, Jaemin had a very big presence here, and he had a very hard carry here. And I'm starting to like that. I feel like NCT Dream might be entering a new rotational era where different members are sort of leading the charge. And I felt like Jaemin had just as big a presence here as he did in their previous comeback. So did Jisung. Rather than Jisung feeling like this particular weapon that comes in, it felt like Jisung also hard carried throughout most of the performance as well. And then I felt like Runjun had a heavy presence. That is something that I particularly felt has been missing from NCT Dream over the past few years. When they were on tour last year, Runjun was also absent. Runjun, of course, was notably on a hiatus, and he was kind of like dealing with some stuff. And I feel like ever since he has returned from his hiatus, we're like slowly opening back up, and his presence is so much more felt. In that regard, on the flip side, I feel like Haechan's role in Dream has been slightly reduced this past year in particular. I think probably because Haechan was splitting a lot of time and preparing for his solo as well. And so that's not necessarily a bad thing. Haechan has always been such a great carry within Dream, but I feel like this one had way less Haechan, but in that regard, Runjun really, really carried. And of course, you know, if we're talking like main vocals, there's still Runjun and Chunna, so it's not like Haechan has to be all over the song. So I enjoyed it in that way. The music video, I felt, again, just first impressions from what I remember, I thought it was very cool. I like the imagery of the like cars like colliding, the collision. I liked the long vertical wall that they were performing against and the silhouette dance shots there. There was a vibe that was set for this music video of this like kind of intense hip hop vibe, and I think they kind of nailed it. There were some scenes as well that were really cool that they made use of like kind of like a dystopian, very destroyed city block aesthetic towards the end as the song was kind of reaching its climax. Then that scenery starts exploding, and I think they performed that in front of an LED set, and that looked really cool. And I think very notably, I felt and noticed that this song, oh, this is a full song. Like, it's not just a quick burner. I'm so used to songs being and cutting off right at the good part. So that felt very satisfying. But we're gonna have to give it another listen to now that I've got all the surprises out the way. I want to re-listen to this. I think opening on all of those fast match cuts, wow. Even on like the turntable scratching, cutting between Jaemin wiping it. The music video is very just intense, eye-catching. It gets you right away. On the bass, Mark appears.
Yeah, I already know how we beat it up. Don't 누가 됐든 I'm bringing on. 다음 stage 향해 빨리 giddy up. Wanna game, wanna play, staying not enough.
This is such a cool setup and shot. Ooh, the transition for that is also really, really dope. So it's a very clean music video. I love this undershot where, I wonder how they pulled this off, where Jeno is literally walking on a tightrope and they're filming from underneath him. I'm like, how did is he wired? He might be on a wire. And then they transition that to now instead of it being under this tightrope, which, the tightrope is also like the rope that they use in a boxing ring. So now he's holding onto it and it's above him. That's a very great transition. He's been killing it. Whispering of the chorus. Oh, I've been loving this pair. The Jisung and Jeno choruses. Jisung's been such a great center. Wow, making us wait for the percussions to come back in. Oh my god. Very stylish music video. Even like during Jeno's portions right there, that was really well controlled. Even shooting it slightly like it's a street video, like where we're going handheld, looks like they're going out on the town, and it's got like the vintage camcorder look, and we've got just like this concentrated video spotlight. It kind of adds to the street aesthetic really well. I love this. I love this set. I love these sets, and just like the lighting here in general. It's just, wow. The dramatic one key lighting is really, really cool against this giant LED vertical backdrop. Wow.
Come on.
Hello, my future time traveling Tom Sawyer.
Show you how we beat it up.
Calling themselves like time traveling rascals. Ooh. He's gotta do the bridge. They add a little bit of like that R&B flair. We add a little lens flare in here to give it like that serene kind of like beautiful filter. Wow, this, I didn't really notice the shot. Wow, the crowd around Nunjun right there.
Got my dream going story. Lost memory, the church is a game theory. Race on all the black swan, more so be a clean and nice. Show you how we beat it up. Show you how we beat it up. Show you how we beat it up. Good or the pop or the challenger. Show you how we beat it up.
Whoa.
Show you how we beat it up. Show you how we beat it up. Bust it down, or the challenger.
To me, it really feels like Jisung is at the core of this. I felt for a while that Jisung would be the one to kind of take over the center position in Dream eventually once he like grows up, as I saw his like skills and his mindset as to what he wants to be as a performer grow. I knew we'd get to this point someday, and I feel like Jisung for the past several comebacks has really been killing it, but especially in a very hip hop and aggressive and punchy concept like this, where like the beat itself and the percussion and the kicks itself are very, very punchy. They're very pronounced. Jisung really stands out. Jisung is like, I think at the heart and the core of this, he really kind of holds it together, and it kind of allows all the other members to kind of play a bit and flourish a bit. So I would give Jisung my MVP. I'm gonna give this song like a solid 8 out of 10. I like it a lot. It's super cool. It's super vibey. I just don't know how it hits in terms of just like music itself. Like in terms of like in relation to this music video is great. I want to give the music video a solid 10 out of 10. It's fun, it's entertaining, it's catchy, and it really highlights every section of the song really, really well. But sometimes the effects are so cool, though, that it kind of makes me sort of, and that's the beauty of a music video, really, but it kind of makes me sort of like lose the kind of like tonal shifts within the song. And I'm not quite sure how I feel about the pre-chorus. And so I think that is where, okay, I'm going to reserve judgment on that, but that is something I'm going to be looking out for when I do a listening party for NCT Dream Speed It Up. With that in mind, guys, thank you for tuning in to my reaction to Dream Speed It Up. Frankly, love this concept and this comeback. It's very appropriate, and it suits them very, very well. I personally, though, I think last year was a pretty gold standard for me in terms of like NCT Dream concepts and colors and aesthetics. Of course, you can't just keep to one thing. It's always about constantly evolving, but at the same time, I am curious as to what NCT Dream's core sound or core style is going to be, instead of just like constantly trading concepts like this here and there. So I'm curious as to their future going forward, but Beat It Up is cool. With that in mind, let me know, what did you guys think of NCT Dream's Beat It Up? I'll have full closing thoughts when I check out the album. Listening party for NCT Dream's Beat It Up will be out in January, so stay tuned if you're interested. It'll be out on the Patreon as well. So if you're interested, head on over to the Patreon, patreon.com/forumoftherapy. In December, we are doing a lot of special things, a lot of special events. So if you're interested, come on by, swing by. Of course, you don't have to support the channel monetarily. If you want to support the channel for free, you can always like the video down below. You can subscribe over here, and you can check out my other videos up here as well, more reactions. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you later.